Hi, Steve here. The Contra Costa County Library's Antioch branch in California is now closed, but it wasn't closed because the internet made it obsolete. We have Gavin Newsom's state to thank in helping the nation get reacquainted with libraries' new purposes. The library there is now designated for drug use, robberies, and public sex. The city of Antioch is about 45 miles northeast of Oakland and is home to about 115,000 people. The library has been forced to close its doors because of the illicit and illegal activity. In a statement, the library said, during the closure, the library will be working to implement further security measures so we can reopen as soon as possible. One representative for the Contra Costa County Library System said, we've also had drug activity and drug use both inside the library and on library property. People having sexual intercourse inside the library or on property in full view of patrons and staff. We found bullet casings on library property. One Antioch resident told the Post, no one in the city of Antioch, including the police chief, was informed of safety concerns by Contra Costa County regarding the library. The library said, we apologize for the short notice and the inconvenience, but the safety of our patrons and staff is a top priority. But it was ultimately the county's decision to close the library. When it reopens, the library will have a second security officer, repaired fencing, and upgraded security cameras. In Europe, a new set of regulations and policies on the European Union's sustainable migration and asylum process, called New Pact on Migration and Asylum, has just been approved by the European Parliament Committee on Civil Liberties, Justice, and Home Affairs, opening up the continent to up to 75 million new migrants. Mainstream media CNN has left the news business to advise us on how often Americans should be allowed to travel abroad. Ordinary people like you and me are still doing too many things and going too many places for the globalists' liking. So CNN's Ross Bennett Cook, a lecturer at the School of Architecture and Cities at the University of Westminster in London, has a solution. Carbon passports that limit each person to no more than X amount of travel in a given year. According to him, the end of the pandemic has brought a resurgence in public travel that he feels is generating too many so-called greenhouse gases, which he believes are driving the climate crisis. How old is this guy? He doesn't look that old to me. Oops, I don't know how that got there. You've already heard plenty about this before. I don't need to really go over this proof anymore, do I? Not that it's not important for people to know. It's just that if too many people find out about it, they won't trust the commercials anymore. And they wouldn't want that, would they? Do you live in Michigan, and do you have some extra room at your house? Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer called on residents in her state to house illegals. She's seeking volunteers to do several things, including meeting the person or family at the airport, helping find housing, enroll children in school, and help with finding employment for adults. Anyone willing to do it, they have to be willing to commit to at least 90 days.
The state is looking for volunteers to support refugees.
Yeah, the Office of Global Michigan is looking for residents to provide support to newly arrived refugees, and this includes meeting the person or the family at the airport, helping find housing, enroll children in school, and help with finding employment for adults. Now, the Michigan Department of Labor and Economics says it requires a 90-day commitment. To learn more about the program, visit michigan.gov/OGM.
I see a very troubling end coming to this country, and in Europe too. All initiated from a small group of elites with all the money and control this world has to offer. Does that mean we give up and just allow them to run roughshod over us? No, absolutely not. Their strongest weapon against us is our compliance to their tyranny. Think about it.